Mars has officially left the planet. They have unveiled an all-female M&M's candy pack to highlight women flipping the status quo.
Can you
Oh my
say,
God.
go woke, go
Go broke.
I think Razor Fist may have it right. I think what might be happening is a lot of these companies they're feeling the burn of other companies, and then they think, well, if we flip woke. So what do you guys think? Is it get woke, go broke, or is it get broke, go woke?
Yeah.
Let me know what's going on.
Well, and here's another thing.
I think you go woke and then you go broke. I'm just saying, look at fucking Disney's dumbasses.
Yeah.
I just don't understand this. It's candy. And apparently the female colors are brown, green, and purple. All colors of the STI rainbow.
Well, they're green with envy. They're full of shit. And the purple is the warning color of their hair.
Well, that or it's their eyes after you warn them twice not to leave the kitchen.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Lord. I apologize.
Savage.
I'm going to get so fucked up for that one.
Savage.
I was going to say the same thing. It's green, brown, and purple, all shit and ugly looking vaginas. And
there's always that.
Yeah.
Amy Wharton.
It's almost as bad as a blue waffle.
Here's part. Look at this. This is just hysterical. Until now, the green M&M's character was portrayed as a sexy female with a sultry voice and white go-go boots. But that portrayal is no more, the company said in its announcement on Thursday. The candy company said it intended to better honor its global commitment to creating a world where everyone feels they belong and society is inclusive. Again, it's fucking candy, bro. It's candy.
Yeah.
And what company that has decided to go, use all of this woke stuff that is actually killing it?
How is it ever? It hasn't worked for anybody.
No. And it's going to get even worse because I guarantee you the people in the center who have remained neutral are starting to notice.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just a matter of time before they shut their fucking wallets.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the thing about when you have these companies that put so much stock in this manufactured consensus that they were able to pull out of social media because of censorship. They don't realize that the silent majority doesn't have to say a word to shut their wallets and walk away. We don't have to say a damn word. They're going to feel it a lot later on.
Yep.
And Disney has lost, I don't know how many billions in their worth. They're over $50 billion in debt.
Like $122 billion they've lost thus far.
And
I remember when Pops did an episode one day from Life from the Lair that their stocks went from like $170 to $40 in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, they got hammered. And they deserve it. They really do. They are literally grooming our children to become victims that will screw their lives up for the rest of their time on this planet.
Yeah, and I guarantee you the people eager to shove the fat pills into their face at the movie theater are not going to give 2 shits a damn or a fuck what color the Skittles are or what gender they claim to represent, because they're, most of the time, ripping open the package in the dark and then watching the other woke bullshit that's on screen that they really don't care about either.
Oh, you talking about M&M's instead of Skittles?
Yes.
All right, you said Skittles.
Well, Skittles, M&M's,
same idea.
Starburst. Starburst coming out of a diseased gene.
Listen, when I was a kid,
he went there.
When I was a kid, I used to love Starburst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now it's just been completely ruined.
You ruined it for me, bro.
Not long after that story was told, I got a couple of packages of Starburst, and I threw one to him, and he's like, I just can't do it. Just put it down. It's been ruined for me.
You guys,
it's just like women. He's going to have to take 7 years off.
Yeah. Listen, sometimes you just got to get your head right, man. You got to step away from the game.
It is what it is.
Absolutely.
I mean, I know a couple guys who are professional poker players, and in the past, there were times when they walked away from it for a year and a half, until they got their head right to step back into the game. Yeah. I mean, that's just the way it works.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you can get burnt out on anything.
Yes.
Even something you love.
Yes, you can.
But
hey,
you want to see what women are doing with this whole flipping the script thing?
Oh, here we go.
Apparently, they're doing exactly what you expect them to do: spread their legs. 5 Tennessee cops have been fired for having fornication on duty. Emphasis on duty. Report reveals woman officer at center of investigation hosted a Girls Gone Wild hot tub party where she took off her top and had vodka and other fluids excreted from orifices poured down her throat. Patrol
Nice.
officer
Yeah.
Megan Hall, who is married, was fired last month for engaging in a relationship with multiple men on the police force. Hall allegedly performed oral shenanigans and sent spicy photos to fellow officers. She's also accused of taking her top off while intoxicated at a family boat party.
Uh-huh.
Well, kids
Whoa.
always line up for the tap. 8 different cops have faced action so far. 5 fired, 3 suspended.
And this doesn't say her husband was not on board?
Not on board with the open marriage she alleged that they had.
Yeah.
And this is...
That's oh my God!
This woman is the epitome of average.
Ugh.
And
Yeah,
she's got
she's subpar.
She's got like a 6 head.
Yeah, I mean that's
Maybe even a 7.
That's a 7 head.
Got a 7
Yeah.
head, and she can give head to 7 dudes at the same time. You see how that works?
All right, and I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. I've seen similar stories like this in the military, where some of these women come in, they're willing,
Yeah.
young, and they go nuts, and ruin careers.
Take notes too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she got 5 officers fired, 3 suspended. Let's check them out. Here's one. This is Patrick Magliocho, suspended, admitted to having shenanigans with her on multiple occasions and said that he and his wife were in an open relationship with 7 head.
Uh-huh.
And then here we go.
There we go.
Seneca Shields. I honestly, when I was first reading this article and I saw Seneca Shields, I thought that she jumped fences.
Uh-huh.
But no, this is Seneca Shields. Looks like he retired from the Buffalo Bills or something. Admitting to having oral shenanigans with Hall in the department's gym while on duty. And we got another guy here. She clearly likes, dipping her strawberry.
And this
in the
guy's the
chocolate
sergeant.
fountain. Yep, this is Lewis Powell, fired after denying he was involved with Powell. Investigators were told Hall performed oral shenanigans on him while on duty. He later confessed to the allegations.
Yep.
And then, here's her taking her oath. I hereby solemnly swear to take one in every hole I have.
I guess you could say she was fill up all of her holes.
Yeah, exactly. And then Larry Holiday, Officer of the Year. I'm sure Megan would have some thoughts on that because she has a thought after all.
Suspended
For having an off-duty relationship with Hall. And then there was one guy apparently was getting his pole polished in the gym at the police station while on duty.
That's unacceptable.
Damn.
All right. Now,
You have to go out with a nice polished nightstick.
She went from Juan to Jamal. Damn.
yeah.
Oh, and then the other guy too. She went from Juan to Jamal, and then of course, don't forget Larry.
Larry.
Oh, that kills people.
And look, you are a recruiter. You're going to be tempted by shit like this. You're going to get these women right out of high school.
Oh yeah.
We've had recruiters actually get fired for having sexual relations with minors.
Well, how many
that's
that you know of?
fucked.
Because you
Was
knew
it
of
like-
one. How many have you personally known who have gotten fired for this?
3 people had gotten fired, and then 1 guy was charged with sexual assault. So we had an assistant with us.
Yep.
And you know what they did? Smack on the fucking wrist and moved him to a different company.
Well, I mean, this is how
And
I handled it.
That's what happens, man.
All right. I got put on long tour orders. I think this is in 2011-ish. And I was working for the recruiting station, East Point, Michigan. And they took me out to all of the high schools because I sold hua. I got people in airborne, Ranger, Special Forces, all that other stuff. And I found out that one of the recruiters was getting all kinds of crazy with some of these, women before they actually signed up. And he and I had some words. Somebody may or may not have got slammed on the ground. And I got yelled at by a first sergeant and a sergeant major. But once I explained what the situation was, it was just a slap on the wrist. I mean, And I don't know what happened to him. I think they did move him somewhere else. But yeah,
I don't fuck with that. I had a sister that was sexually assaulted, and it's obviously immoral. But like, I would fucking there's no place in this world for that. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got you. It's dishonorable.
It's very dishonorable.
It's just
It's worse than that. It's immoral, dishonorable. Like, you're fucking with applicants. You're messing with minors. Like, you deserve to be shot in the fucking face.
Yeah, and you're risking a career for what, 7 to 10 minutes of
ooh yeah baby.
Ooh yeah baby. Yeah, exactly. On what planet is that a good idea? And men do that all the time. Oh, especially when they're young and dumb and full of cum.
That's like when I deployed, I knew people that would do that shit. They were fucking around on the deployment. Me being a sergeant at the time, I'm like, I can't, like, my career's worth way more than this.
Absolutely. The reason why I busted out laughing while you two guys were talking is because it's a super chat coming from Cliff3188 that sums this woman up to a T. He says, that female officer looks deployment purdy.
That's a battle boo right there.
That's it right there.
Boo, I love it.
All right. Just for you, Cliff. Hang on.
Quality.
That's a quality burn right
Quality burn. But the thing is listen, men are fucking stupid because they're thinking with their dicks.
Up until 34.
I mean,
exactly.
How else do you explain it's a good idea to stick my dick in a hole and not know what's on the other side? If you're using your regular brain, you're like, no.
No.
Because you have no idea what's on the other side. It could be barbed wire, steel wool, toothless goat. And the little head's like, oh, yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
Or worse yet, a goat with teeth.
Oh,
and it thinks it's going to get a carrot.
That's bad.
Lord. The penis comes through. He gets disappointed and starts getting a little, I don't know, bitey.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I mean, that's the only way. That's the only possible way I can explain that crazy, delusional behavior.
I just don't understand it.
It's amazing.
But people who, it's like, oh yeah, there's a hole in the wall there. That seems like a good idea. No.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the meat caser box.